He just like randomly selected, and he's like, okay, you. And I pointed at myself like, me? Like, you're pointing at me?
Cindy Arevalo remembers the day in the fall of 2004 when substitute teacher Kip Arnold came into her 8th grade PE class. Cindy was 14.
He's like, yeah, you. And so I get up and he's like, hold my coffee.
Before long, Kip, or Mr. Arnold as they called him, was hired full-time. From the start, he made Cindy feel special, asking her to help in class, complimenting her, telling her she was pretty. The opposite of what her parents would say.
Telling me that I was stupid, that I wouldn't amount to anything in life. They would tell me, you know, your teeth are crooked, you're gonna need braces, you're ugly, you're too skinny.
Her parents weren't the only ones Cindy felt didn't love her. In her mind, God didn't either. The idea came from her mom, a legalistic churchgoer who insisted Cindy go to church or else.
It was always a pressure of, you need to go, if not, you're gonna go to hell. And you're a bad person, and there's a devil in you. And if anything, I didn't want anything to do with church.
So at school, the young, innocent, naive teenager continued to enjoy the attention from her teacher, not knowing he was slowly bringing her under his control.
He used to tell me, you know what, you're young, you don't know what you want, you know, you're not even secure about your own thoughts, about yourself. Let me think for you. I know what's best for you. And I thought, he's right. I probably should let him think for me.
Then one day, it happened. He asked Cindy to go for a ride in his car, and she hopped in without question. The destination, a motel where he raped her.
I thought, how could I do that to myself? How could I put myself in that situation? How could I listen to him? How could I be so dumb to fall for those lies? I should know better. I blame myself.
Afraid she'd be the one to suffer the consequences, she told no one.
You know, they're gonna say I'm sleazy, that I brought this upon myself, and I should have known better than to have gone and met with this man.
By high school, Cindy was able to avoid Kip, although not entirely. He still had the upper hand, stalking her, calling and texting at all hours of the day. He threatened to tell her parents and Cindy's new boyfriend, Juan, the truth if she didn't do as he said. So, although less frequent, the rapes continued.
I felt like I was living a double life, and where I feel like I'm just a bad person because here's Juan, the man that I love and want to be with, yet I'm keeping such a big, dark secret from him.
Finally, in Cindy's junior year, the nightmare came to an end when Cindy destroyed her cell phone. Now 17, she tried her best to get on with her life with Juan. 2 years later, Cindy, now 19 and out of school, found out from a friend that Kip was preying on another girl. It was then she decided to tell her story, first to Juan, then the police. Her testimony would help authorities put Kip Arnold in prison for a long time.
I feel safer knowing that he's behind bars, that he can't harm anybody else. I am angry hearing him say that he's not guilty.
Despite the victory, Cindy hadn't found healing for what had been broken. For years, she went to therapy and explored New Age philosophy, trying to find peace. By 2019, Cindy had married Juan, had 2 children, and was leading a successful life. Even now, the pain she thought she had left behind still plagued her.
We drive the nice cars, live in a nice place, we have a beautiful family, business is great, but on the inside I feel empty. I feel shameful. I feel unworthy. I would question, why do I feel this way if it's been this many years and I can't seem to get over it? I don't understand why.
Around that time, they ran into a friend who was a pastor. After catching up for a short time,
he just simply said, "Can I pray for you?" He prayed for us, and then he asked, "Have you accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior?" I said no. He said, "Would you like to?" I had tried everything else. Clearly it was not working. And then here comes Jesus. I was so surprised by what I was found with, because I ran away from Christ for so long, because I was afraid that he would judge me. He actually met me with his love, with his grace. He comforted me. He wanted me as I was, as broken as I was. I remember I broke down and I cried because I couldn't believe that someone so holy and worthy like him could want someone like me.
Both Cindy and Juan accepted Christ as their Savior, and Cindy was able to put the past and pain behind her. Part of that was forgiving Kip Arnold. Now raising 3 girls, Cindy speaks publicly about her experience, seeing herself the way she knows God sees her.
I am beautiful, that I am worthy, that I am seen, that I am heard, that I am loved, that I am fearfully and wonderfully made.